So, who is Lady Death? Well, she was once a mortal woman by the name of Hope, living with a religious family in a small town. And later, she became different. So how did Hope, a soft-spoken mortal woman, become the fierce goddess of death, fighting against an evil warlord named Sagos, who stole her mother's soul? Well, I'm gonna tell you. This is Lady Death Origins, issue number 1. Hope's father, a man named Marius, is a man of God, and he goes on religious campaigns with the people of his hometown. But no one other than him ever returns after each campaign. He claims he is doing the work of God, but the townspeople soon question him, and they want to confront him for answers. Hope wants answers about her father, and late one night she goes into his chambers to find him speaking enchantments to the wraiths of the underworld. Oh.
I conjure thee, here before me. I call to thee, illuminators of darkness, destroyers of lights. I ask thy gate to open to me, brothers.
Well done, Sagos. With these souls, you secure yourself a kingdom in the labyrinth. The dark gods are pleased.
Sagos? Father, what's going on here? And she confronts him, finding out that her father is not her father. He's actually Sagos, who stole her father's body to do what he wanted with.
Father? Are you blind, girl? I'm not your father. I stole your beloved father's body and used it for my own purposes. I admit, I've grown quite fond of your mother's comforts and her incredible power.
No! Look! They're in league with demons! Dear God, it's all true! By all that's holy, get them!
Fools! They have no clue.
Lady Death still has haunting memories from her time as Hope and what happened with her father becoming Sagos. So, she has these memories of the past, and what happened was, because her father was Sagos and the townspeople catch him in the act, and he's basically as evil as he can be, she is considered to be the daughter of the devil and in league with him, so they burn her at the stake. While she's burning, and she's burning alive, about to die, she calls out to the same wraiths that her father was enchanting, and they bring her to the world of the Blacklands. If I wanted to live, there was one way.
For sins of your father and sins of your own, you will
Burn, witch! Burn!
No! Please! You don't understand! My father is possessed! No! I will not die! I conjure thee here before me! I call to thee, illuminators of darkness, destroyers of light! I ask thy gate to open! Open to me!
Marius's daughter, how clever you are. You wish to leave this hell and enter our dreaded domain?
Yes!
Your bloodline is powerful, unique. This could prove entertaining. You must renounce your humanity. You must pledge your soul to the labyrinth.
I do! I renounce my humanity! Just end this pain! So while she's in the Blacklands for the very first time, Hope's appearance changes from her mortal form to a stark white body, hair, and eyes, but she's still pretty damn hot. And then she meets Wargoth, an ancient sorcerer who helps to train her the arts that she needs to know to defeat Sagos. And also, he's with a woman named Satasha, who is going to teach her the enchantments to help her on her journey. So now on to issue number 2 of Lady Death Origins. In this issue, we see Lady Death being attacked by Sagos in the Blacklands for the very first time, and she's no match for his power. He sends his dogs on her. She wakes up to be attacked by these enormous beasts that are trying to rip her apart, but instead of getting the best of her, she's able to make them docile, and they become more like her pets. So Wargoth and Satasha have hidden themselves from the people attacking them, and while this is going on, they appear to Lady Death, and she appears to them with all of her new pets around her. So Wargoth is instantly impressed by Lady Death because she came to the Blacklands under her own free will.
I am Wargoth of the Red Clans.
Call me Hope. I'm from Vienna. Where am I?
You're from the Upper Kingdoms. This is the Blacklands. You came here of your own choosing?
Of course. I'm here to find Sagos, the demon who kidnapped my mother.
Sagos, you say? Interesting.
And she actually has natural spellbinding abilities, which is why he takes her to meet Satasha to help her better form her abilities against Sagos. His main motto when training her is "Nothing is as it seems." So as a way of getting one step closer to finding Sagos, Wargoth, who used to be a slave trader, is acting once again as a slave trader, and he takes Lady Death and Satasha to meet King Maris. King Maris purchases them as his slaves, and they are immediately changed into these very revealing outfits, which they make a comment of being disgusting, although their actual outfits are not that different. But anyway, they're taken to his chambers as his slaves, and he attacks them.
Steal your tongue, girl. King Musan will see you now.
Unshackle them. You turned up no weapons, any witchery?
They're clean.
Welcome, ladies. Tonight will be the most memorable night. Guard, wait outside. You, come here. Yes, fight me. I like that. But I must admit, I'll like you dead more.
Pig! Get your filthy hands off her! Bastard! Come on, there's no need for the ruse. Restore our garments, Satasha. These others make me sick. Done.
They think that they've wounded him enough to get away, and then when they flee, Lady Death thinks Satasha is still with her, but when she looks, she's nowhere to be seen. So Lady Death is facing the guards of the king on her own.
Now let's look at Lady Death Origins, Issue 3.
So Lady Death gets the sword, Deathbringer, and she attacks King Maris, killing him. And Satasha appears, telling her that she was going along with Wargoth's plan. The plan was to see if Lady Death was powerful enough to wield the sword and to kill the king.
Worthless.
So Lady Death is pissed, and she zaps Wargoth with her powers, channeling them through the sword itself.
You bastard!
Deathbringer is a sword forged by a very skilled weapons maker, and it contains magical powers.
I am impressed. That was the other part of your lesson. I want you to be affronted, to dig deep and let your anger free.
I didn't expect
That you had so much power, it runs deep hope. If we are to stop Sagos, you must use it.
You're healed?
I'm resilient.
So he sees her full potential and how powerful she can be. This is also part of his plan. Then King Maris wakes up from what we think was his death, and he tells Lady Death that he is from a race that has died many times over the years because they are nearly immortal. And then Wargoth and King Maris end up revealing that they've known each other all along, and it was also part of the plan.
This is madness.
So Wargoth brings Lady Death to the Fanghorn River. It's a river that grants knowledge of elemental spells to those that bathe in it, but few can survive entering the river. Wargoth believes that Lady Death will survive. He says he has a feeling that she will. He tells her that she needs to do this in order to better save her mother from Sagos. So Lady Death enters the river, completely covered in flames, and screams out in pain, "Ah!" So, was that the end? Did Lady Death survive? Of course she did, because this is issue 4. So in issue 4, Lady Death wakes up, surviving the river, and she immediately knows that Sagos is on his way to Aferfa, which is Satasha's homeland.
What knowledge did the river impart to you?
I became one with all the Black Lands. But there's a blight on this land, Sagos and his army of the damned. The threat is greater than we ever imagined. Right now, they are heading for Aferfa, Satasha's homeland. We'll never reach it in time. I learned much from the river. Wargoth, Satasha, come close.
So we then see Lady Death conjure a spell to teleport herself, Wargoth, and Satasha to Aferfa to beat Sagos and his army there, so that they can go and warn her father. So Satasha's father hears what they're saying, but doesn't really want to worry. And Lady Death tells them that it's going to be happening right then and there, which it does. So the war is waged upon the city.
They're here! So during this all-out epic war, Lady Death comes to meet Hemlock, the leader of the army of the damned, and he stabs her.
Greetings, Wargoth, old friend. This one's yours, I presume.
I belong to no one!
You've got a quick tongue. Perhaps I'll put it to use, eh?
So Wargoth helps Lady Death when she's fighting Hemlock. Then she demands to know where her mother is while she's fighting him. And then he says she'll never see her again. And she becomes so enraged, she attacks him with all her might, and she actually kills him. I shall liberate her! All of you, look! This is your leader. But now he is no more. You see what I can do? You see the power of Lady Death?
And she is so menacing and so intimidating that the soldiers that are left in the army go back to Sagos to tell him. And what happens? Well, the war is not done because Sagos wants revenge.
Damn her! This shall not go unpunished.
Sagos isn't merely interested in conquest of the Blacklands. That is all a ruse to cover his true intent. Sagos intends to end all life here, and he has the means to do it.
But that's the end of the Origins 4-part series. Alright, now I'm going to show you how I made my Lady Death cosplay and the accessories that go along with it. Let's start with the skulls and the sword, and some spray paint. So I'm spray painting gold onto plastic skulls that I found that I knew would be the right size, and then the hilt of the sword, and then 2 concho pieces for my leggings. So that is how I made the accessories. Pretty simple. Now for more skulls. So I decided to make a photo prop using foam skulls and skewers. So I stacked them on top of each other and stick the skewers in between them to make a skull pile. Now I'm gonna glue the pieces onto my outfit. So I take the skulls and I'm applying them with glue and pressing them on. Then I use some tape to secure them in place. So I'm applying one between the bra, on the panties, taping it in place, and then I move on to the others. For the smaller skulls that are above the garters, I use 2 conchos, which I'm just applying right now to both sides evenly.
So then I attached a skull to the cape and also to the sword. So I used a total of 6 skulls for this cosplay. I sewed the garters with some straps and I sewed the cape, and that was it. Now onto the makeup. So first you want to hydrate your eyes, and then hydrate your face. I'm using Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye and Face Cream all over my eyes and all over my face. Then I'm going to prime my skin with Baby Skin. It's a primer by Maybelline. It's nice and smooth. Put that right on. Then I have a Maron body stick in white cream, and I am just putting it all over my face. And then I take a brush and I'm applying it to my body. So the body's going to take a while because, yeah, there's a lot of white to put on there. So I'm taking my brush, and then after my body is nice and white, I'm setting it with a white powder. This is called Bloody Mary White. Then I take a black eyeshadow from the Lime Crime palette and apply it to both of my eyebrows. So we're going to start with some eyeshadow. So I'm going into Caviar, and I'm going to take it all over both of my eyelids and just blend it up towards my crease. And then I'm going to take a darker black, put it into a smaller brush, and then take that into the crease, just working it up both sides of the crease on both of my eyes. And then I'm just blending it outward. Then I'm going to take it underneath both of my lash lines and just smudge it out. Then I'm just going to continue blending it out and adding more to create a nice smoky eye on both sides. And then more underneath the lashes as well. So I'm just blending both of that out, and then I'm moving on to my eyeliner. This is Ink Liner by Kat Von D. I'm taking it above and underneath both lash lines and then creating a nice dark line. Now I'm taking my mascara and I'm going to bring that all over my lashes on top and bottom of both eyes as well. Now for the lipstick. This is Chanel Ever Red Lip Stain. It's my favorite, and I'm bringing it all over my lips to shape them really nicely to get a nice big red lip. Mwah. Now for the eyelashes. These are false lashes from Sephora. I'm putting them on both sides. They're nice and bushy, and I like them for this look. And now I'm adding the contacts to my eyes, the creepy white ones, some of my favorites, on both sides. Now for the wig. Putting the wig on, and then I am just going to restyle the bangs to the other side. And now I'm a glamorous Lady Death.
Thanks for watching another episode of Cosplay My Way. I'm ElecTrish, or should I say, Lady Death. This was the origin story of a character that I love. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.